shark themed video today. I'm really excited. I love sharks. I don't know if you could tell from my name or anything, or if you guys can see, there are many sharks back there. Sharks are my favorite animals, and so I decided I wanted to share a shark theme video. So I have a bunch of stuff over here, and I'm going to read you guys shark facts from Google, because even though I like sharks, I don't know a lot about them besides that they're cute. So let's get started. Okay, I gotta unlock my phone first. So our first trigger. Let's see. Let's start with, you guys saw him in the last video. I don't have a name for him. It's the shark skeleton. So sharks are ancient creatures, having existed for over 400 million years. 400 million years. And they predate dinosaurs by about 200 million years. I realized in the last video a lot of my triggers were a lot quieter, so I think I am starting to learn a lot more. Like after I posted on YouTube and everything, I was like, oh, I can definitely be a little louder. So you guys can actually hear my things and my triggers and my bones. I keep clicking my phone because I forgot to turn it on the correct setting to make sure it doesn't turn off, but you know, it's okay. There are over 500 different species of sharks, and sharks are cartilaginous fish, meaning their skeletons are made of cartilage, not bones. So this is not accurate of sharks, because they do not have bones. This is all cartilage. The only bones that sharks have are their jaws. So this, and their teeth. Is it their jaws? I might just be giving you guys wrong information. I think it's just their teeth. Well, it says that they're made of cartilage, not bones, so I don't know. Don't listen to me. But, you know, in the museums, they have, like, those jaws. I don't know. They could be fake. Don't listen to me. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl, guys. Most sharks live in salt water, but some species, like bull sharks, can tolerate fresh water. Fun fact, bull sharks I think they give birth in saltwater oceans. So like they give birth in oceans and then they can go up rivers to... Actually, I think that I have that flipped. I think, you know, once again, I'm not a scientist. I could also just be spreading misinformation. I love doing that. I think they give birth in fresh water and then they go to the ocean. I think that's correct. I will fact check that in a little bit. You will know after this video. Okay. Let's move on to our next trigger. This is a shark as a bee. He's so cutie. He's got a little face. Like what? sharks are ectothermic, meaning they are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And sharks have streamlined bodies and fins, allowing them to swim effectively. Sharks are very diverse. Sharks are very diverse in sizes, from the tiny dwarf lantern shark to the massive whale shark. Okay, I was trying to see if I have a whale shark. I do not. No, I do not. And sharks have multiple rows of teeth, and they can lose and replace them throughout their lives. Some sharks can lose and replace thousands of teeth in their lifetime. Shark skin is covered in tiny tooth-like scales called dermal denticles. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. Dermal denticles. I like this sound a lot. Okay. Next trigger. I have these shark earrings. They are pretty heavy, but they're very, very, very cute. So you can see them. I'm so sorry about this lighting. It's really hard. I live in the basement, so I value all the time of lighting I can get. There you go. I think you can kind of see it better. But also, I hate filming during night. I don't know why. I just like it so much better in the morning. Okay. These denticles give shark skin a sandpaper-like texture. Sharks have a unique sensory system called electroreception, allowing them to detect electro fields. And this system helps them locate prey and navigate in the ocean. I'm gonna see if this works. If it doesn't, I'll cut it out. Sharks have excellent hearing, and they can detect sounds from hundreds of meters away. And many sharks have good eyesight, including excellent night vision. Speaking of excellent eyesight, he does not have excellent eyesight because he has glasses. He's so cute. He can't see though. Many sharks can open their mouths to nearly 180 degrees. Oh, I think this may or may not be a whale shark. I believe it is because of the spots on his back. But anyways, moving on. That was not a fun fact, that was just me. Great white sharks can travel over 4,000 kilometers, which is 2,500 miles annually. And some sharks, like the Greenland shark, are very slow swimmers. Thresher sharks use their long tails to stun their prey. And hammerhead sharks use their unique head shape to pin down stingrays. I don't know if you can see, but up there, right there, that is a hammerhead shark. He's below, right there, he's below Gordon, the squishmallow shark. You'll see him a little later. Spoiler alert. Okay. Some sharks, like the tiger shark, engage in Some sharks, like the tiger shark, engage in cannibalism, eating their siblings in the womb. Sharks do not have vocal cords and cannot produce sounds. Great white sharks consume approximately 11 tons of food every year. Salmon sharks can regularly... Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I cannot speak. Salmon sharks can regulate their body temperatures to survive in cold winters. I believe this is also true for poor beagle sharks. I only know that because they're my favorite shark. So they can, stay in cold temperatures even though they are cold-blooded. Some sharks, like the chain cat sharks, can biofluorescence, which means they can glow in the dark. Sharks have been found to be susceptible to cancer. I did not know that. Scientists study shark cartilage for potential cancer-fighting properties. I also did not know that. The largest shark tooth ever found was 7 5/8 inches long. That's pretty big. Sharks are vital to maintaining healthy ocean ecosystems. Okay, going to the next trigger. I have a cutie little baby shark. He lives in my PC. As I was saying, he lives lives in my PC. He's a little sleepy boy. I actually think he's eating, but he looks like he's sleeping with a mouthful of food, so I say, it's my shark. And I say he's sleeping. He's just like me. So, anyways, as I was saying, many shark species are endangered due to overfishing and habitat destruction. Commercial fishing kills an estimated 100 million sharks per year. And the majority of shark attacks on humans are out of curiosity or mistaken identity. I don't know if you have seen, but when people are on like surfboards, they look like seals or whales? No, I think it's just seals. Great white sharks are apex predators. Oh, yes, that is true. I read it wrong though. Great white sharks, while apex predators, rarely attack humans. And some sharks, like bull sharks, can tolerate both salt and fresh water. I think I said that earlier, but I don't know. Sharks are essential for regulating prey populations in the ocean. And there are different ways sharks reproduce, including live birth and laying eggs. Lemon sharks form strong social bonds and prefer certain individuals as friends. I have also seen that they make friends with divers. They can recognize divers. I've seen that in, I think, a couple TikToks, but also like documentaries and stuff. Some female sharks can store sperm for extended periods. A whale shark's mouth can be wide enough to fit a small child. Shark skin was once used as sandpaper. The texture of a shark skin is rough like sandpaper. I feel like I've already read that earlier. Some sharks have very thick skin. Okay, so I read 43 facts from Google. And now it is not letting me look at more facts, so I will look for some more facts. While we are doing that, I'm going to switch to another trigger. I bought this. He's a shark, but he's also Sanrio. I forgot his name is like hangyodon? Hangyu. I do not remember, but he's very cute. He's like this fish. He's like the quote quote ugly fish. I don't think he's ugly. I think he's very cutie. But I have him. Here are some Reddit facts, or I will be reading you Reddit comments about sharks. The 6th and 7th senses of sharks will never not be amazing to me. Along the top of their body, they have something called a lateral line, which is an organ that detects minute changes, vibrations in the water. Their noses are also covered with thousands of gel-filled sacs, collectively called the ampullae of Lorenzini. The gel inside these sacs can detect electrical signals in the water, What electrical signals are sharks detecting in the water, you ask? Well, they are detecting the signals from an animal's brain telling them their muscles, animal's brain telling their muscles to move or their hearts to beat. So not only can sharks detect you with all of their traditional 5 senses, they will be able to pinpoint your location by the splashes you make in the water as you swim and detecting the electrical signals your brain is sending out to control your body. Hammerheads swim on their sides, often because their dorsal fin is so long. It generates lift just as well as their pectoral fins. If you did not know, this is their dorsal fin. Oops. Sharks existed on Earth before trees and even before Saturn had its rings. Another commenter says, I love how sharks basically perfected their body plan and then kept it that way for hundreds of millions of years with very little change. They're like the most perfectly evolved organism on the planet. They figured out what worked over 420 million years ago and have survived almost every mass extinction we know of without having changing it dramatically. Okay, moving on to the next trigger. I have just recently obtained this Pokemon card, and it's so cool. It's a shiny veluza EX. I'm waiting for this card to come out on Pokemon TCG because it's so sick. I need it. I actually need an immersive of this, please. Pokemon, if you are watching, I need this right now. I need another one. I need this the size of my head. It needs to be like this big in real life. I need to take it with me everywhere. This is beautiful. I love this. They kind of match my nails because my nails are also very like, I don't know if you can see it. It reflects the light. Okay. They are clever and unique hunting strategies. Great hammerheads have been observed and recorded using their heads to pin stingrays to the bottom. They then rotate the body, taking bites out of the wings to immobilize their prey. Similarly, tiger sharks will bite the flippers off of sea turtles before sawing their way through the shell. Thresher sharks use their tail as a whip, basically doing a high-speed endo into schools of fish. They are also remarkably accurate. This is also why anglers often hook them in the tail fin when they are trolling bait. I had no idea what that last sentence meant. In South Africa, during the sardine run dusky sharks and bronze whalers, among other species, will follow fishermen's nets right onto the beach. Sharks can eject their stomach when under stress, threatening or even just while they're full and want to eat more. Tiger sharks are especially well known for it. Great whites, tigers, and dusky sharks have been observed killing and eating large whales. Most of the videos I have seen have been juvenile or sub-adult humpbacks. Seven-gill sharks exhibit pack hunting behavior. Some black-tip populations do this too. Tiger sharks grow surprisingly quickly. The Hawaiian populations have been found to grow to an average of 10 inches as little as 5 years, with the fast growing to 13. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. 5 feet. So, Hawaiian populations have been found to grow an average of 10 feet in as little as 5 years, with the fastest growing to 13 feet. Okay, moving on to the next trigger. This is my newest addition. I want him at a claw machine. He has little abs, and his arms are just like mine. They're so big and strong. He's so cute. I'm gonna put him on my bag. I just have to figure out which bag, because he's so cute. I'm thinking, okay, I would love to put him on my backpack, but I'm so paranoid. What if someone takes him from me? I only have one of him. He's so cute. He's so cute. On at least 2 occasions, sand tiger sharks have been caught in the New York, New Jersey area that have previously been finned. In both cases, the fins had come. Guys, I'm realizing that maybe I can't read. I don't know. I keep not reading correctly. Anyways. In both cases, the fins have been gone long enough for the wounds to completely heal over, and the sharks were in pretty average physical condition when caught. I'm not sure about the one that made regional news, but the angler on the other is a buddy of mine, and he said the fish was slithering like a snake back into the water before they even had time to release it. That sounds so sad. Guys, please don't eat sharks. They're so cute. I know this is very they're also protected, so it's illegal, I believe, in most places, I think. Please don't eat sharks. They're so cute. Like, look at his little face. This is how sharks look like in real life. So, be scared. No, don't eat sharks. Don't eat sharks. Okay. Some species really like eating other sharks. Notable among those are tigers, large hammer species, sandbars, blacktips, and lemon sharks. They are also cannibalistic as hell, is what Redditor says. Bull shark pup in in brackish and freshwater systems. What? Bull sharks pup in brackish and freshwater systems, likely to reduce threats to their young. As they age, they develop a wider tolerance for salt water. IIRC, they have the widest tolerance for salinity range among sharks. I'm so sorry, I don't know what most, if you hear me stutter during that paragraph, it's because I didn't understand what I was reading. To make it easier, they were saying that bull sharks, as I said earlier, I was like, I think that they give birth in freshwater. I was correct. Bull sharks give birth in freshwater and they then develop a tolerance for salt water and then they move to the ocean. That is what that paragraph said. But very much smarter than me. Many species undertake massive migrations. One tagged white shark in particular migrated from the western coast of Australia all the way to South Africa and back. I see the time frame was about a year, but it might have been more, like 18 months. U.S. Eastern Seaboard tagged tiger sharks have also been recaptured across the Atlantic in southern Europe. Okay, we will go on to our next one. It's a little shark lady. My friend got me this when she went to Korea. I also have to find a place to put her, but I'm also scared. What if she loses her leg? She lost her arm earlier in the bag, so I need to super glue them together because she's so adorable and I don't want to lose her. Please show. I want them to see your beautiful face. Okay, well, I think that's the best this is the best it's gonna do, so. Female bull sharks have much thicker skin versus males. It provides an extra protection during their rough mating. Around the gills and a back of large models, it's a good inch thick. Lyric? L-I-R-C? Lurk? Or it could be I-I-R-C. It's that I-I-R-C thing again. This is pretty common amongst many shark species, but I'm 100% sure about the bulls because I have seen it. Oh, this guy sounds like they are a shark scientist? I forgot. Marine biologist, I think. Oceanic whitetips can be extremely persistent hunters. For one of the more shocking accounts of this behavior, see Brent Gilman's write-up on undercurrent.org regarding the attack he witnessed in the Virgin Islands. Shark attacks are extremely rare. Consumption by a shark is even rarer. But in a review of great white attack records, researchers found that divers were significantly more likely to be consumed during an attack versus swimmers/surfers. And if anyone can help me find the link to this review again, I would greatly appreciate it. I originally found it on the website of one of the Pacific Northwest Great White Research Groups, and I've had a hell of a time tracking it down the last few years. Okay, that was a very lengthy one, but I really enjoyed those facts. Another commenter says, Lammonday sharks. I definitely did not say that right. Meaning mako, great white, etc. are endothermic, meaning they have a structure called a rete mirabile, which is essentially a net of blood vessels that allows them to retain some of the heat they generate through movement. Oh my god, all these people are so much smarter than me. I can't pronounce most of the words that they are using. You see, I would have loved to become a marine biologist, but I do not like science. I like learning about science. I myself cannot do science. I know who I am, and I am not a scientist. Sand tigers exhibit utter uterine. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Guys, I can't read. I'm gonna say that again. Sand tigers exhibit interuterine cannibalism. During pregnancy, the first shark to develop and exhaust its yolk sac will eat the others developing sharks in the womb. So basically, best one wins. First one out wins. Mostly you would see female sharks while scuba diving. Males usually hang deeper than we can dive. On whale sharks, however, larger females are more elusive. Ooh. And then someone else says this is a very species dependent and can vary across geographical space and time. Okay. This is a really long article that someone wrote. The great white shark, being a descendant of or closely related to the megalodon, might be the most commonly repeated misconception about the prehistoric shark. Even more so, that the megalodon may still be alive. Thanks, Discovery Channel. Guys, the megalodon is not alive. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble. Even though I am very much in a landlocked state, I think that if the megalodon was still here, we would definitely know, because it is a huge shark and there is nowhere for it to hide. I also do know that we have discovered less of our ocean than space. I still do not believe the megalodon is not here, guys. So many scientists say that they are not. They died off, unfortunately. Also, if it was here, that would be greatly terrifying. Like, yes, I know I should not say this about a species that swam through our oceans, but I'm glad that it died. I like swimming. I can't swim well, but I'm happy that it's out of our ocean, because that's extremely terrifying. And think about what that would do about our ocean ecosystem, or oceanic ecosystem. Think about the implications of a megalodon living in our society today. Exactly. I shall continue, because that was not a part of the thing. That was me. I'm telling you guys that the megalodon is not here. You can believe it, you cannot believe it, but I've said my 2 cents. I think this is a good time to change. This is Gordon. I want him at a claw machine. It was actually, I think it was during my high school graduation that I got him. He's a black tip, because he has black tips. Yeah. Okay. I shall read you guys this one now. The great white shark being a descendant of or closely related to the megalodon might be the most commonly repeated misconceptions about the prehistoric shark. Even more so that the megalodon may still be alive, thanks Discovery Channel. While it was once believed to be true many decades ago, this view is currently not held among scientists based off the fossil evidence. When the megalodon was first scientifically described back in 1843 based on giant fossil teeth, it was placed in the genus Carcharodon. This is the same genus of the great white shark. Both sharks have big serrated teeth and were the apex predators of their time, so they must be related, right? Our understanding of shark taxonomy, that sounds better, evolution, and the fossils record the most, oh my god, sorry, let me say that again. Our understanding of shark taxonomy, evolution, and our understanding of shark taxonomy, evolution, and the fossils record was pretty primitive at the time compared to what it is now. And the fossils record are pretty, yeah, see, I think it's record. Guys, English is hard. English is my first and only language, but English is hard. We have too many words. We need to... It's like lead and lead. I have to read the sentence multiple times to know which one you're telling me to do. Or read and read. Like, girl, why is English like this? Anyways, going on. Starting around the turn of the last century, scientists began to question whether the megalodon was really closely related to the great white. The main contention was that the structure and growing patterns of megalodon teeth and great white teeth are vastly different. They began to notice that the teeth of the great white shark are much more similar to another large extinct shark, Isurus hastalis, commonly known as the broad-toothed mako. The obvious difference being the lack of serrations in Isurus, but the serrations are also vastly different between the megalodon and the great white teeth. Okay. I think from what I remember from a documentary I watched a while ago, a while being like a year ago. Once again, I love spreading misinformation, so do not take everything. I don't know anything about sharks. I just like how they look. They are very cool. I like them. Going on. I think this is kind of like in the same ballpark of where this is going, but from what I remember, they're saying that instead of the megalodon looking like a great white shark, which is like what the misconception is, they're thinking it's more of a slimmer shark, like a mako shark. So they are swimming faster and they don't have as much energy, and that is how they were able to hunt and live for so long, because in our brains we thought, or like previous scientists thought, it was like a great white shark, but a great white shark being that big as a megalodon, you need to eat so much more food, like you are exerting so much more energy, that they don't believe that it's like a great white shark anatomy anymore. They're thinking it's more of a slimmer mako shark. That could also be what this thing is about to talk about, because they say great white versus broad tooth mako tooth, great white versus broad tooth and mako. Yeah, they said it twice. I have never heard of a great white mako or broad toothed mako. So let me see what is going on. Okay. If you lay a great white tooth of similar tooth position and growth stage of the broad-toothed mako The two are almost an exact match. While except for the lack of serrations in Isurus, in cases where the serrations have been worn on fossil great white teeth, the teeth of the two species are nearly impossible to tell apart. At the same time, researchers were able to demonstrate a great similarity between the teeth of the megalodon and yet another genus of extinct great shark, charchargos. Charchargos. I'm calling them charchar to make it easier. They proposed that the megalodon should properly be assigned to charchargos, not charcharodon. Oh, it was a genre of shark, my bad. Given the disagreement in viewpoint, people began referring the megalodon species as simply sea megalodon. Okay. We are going to switch one last time. This is my wooble shark. Tank the shark. Tank the shark. I never finished him because I'm not good at doing amigurumi. So he's half finished. He has no fins. He has no gills. He is just a body for now. I will finish him eventually. I have all the stuff in here, but tank. Whether the great white shark belonged in Charcharodon or Charchargos become a hotly debated subject by scientists. Over the decades, as more fossil evidence mounted, scientists increasingly began the view of the original assignment of the megalodon to the Charcharodon genus as being invalid. Then an important fossil discovery made in 1988 which solidified the view that the great white shark was descendant of the broad-toothed mako. Dana Ehret of the University of Florida analyzed the fossil of Charcharodon hubeli. Dana Ehret of the Okay, they said the same thing twice. It's okay. This discovery was an exceptionally well-preserved 6.5 million years ago fossil white shark in Peru. It was 16 feet long and consists of 2 sets of jaws and 45 vertebrae. This fossil was truly exceptional because shark skeletons are composed of cartilage that rarely fossilize. This specimen would later be named Charcharodon hubeli after Gordon Hubel, who recovered the fossils from a farmer and donated it to the Florida Museum of Natural History in 2009. Charcharodon hubeli appears to represent a transitional species and the missing link between the broad-toothed mako and the great white shark. White sharks have been observed using markings on the inside of their pectoral fins to communicate to one another. And even more amazingly, they communicate to human divers in the same way. I love how sharks always replenish their lost teeth, while I'm here giving thousands and thousands to my dentist. Basically, some sharks will go through about 30,000 teeth in a lifetime. Mammals, reptiles, amphibians, and birds are more closely related to bony fish than bony fish are to sharks and other cartilaginous fish. I did not know that. Sharks are super awesome hunters, but how they do it is super cool. Sharks are really good with their senses and depend more on hearing. However, all of their other senses are also used. Sharks use the ampullae of Lorenzini electroreceptor organs to detect the electromagnetic fields that all living things produce. And these receptors are not only embedded with them then, but are in other animals too. I'm so sorry guys, I can't read. Rays and basal bony fishes, a separate category of fish. Rays and bony fish. Even cooler, sharks have sensory cells called olfactory epithelium, and these can identify tiny scent particles carried in the water. These sensory cells can also allow the shark to detect water movements from currents to movements or vibrations, low frequency sounds caused by prey that are struggling or either wounded. These are actually the main reasons they can sense blood so far away. How cool is that? Okay. I'm so tired of reading. I cannot read, guys. I'm really bad at reading. So, will I do another video like this again? Maybe, I don't know. It was actually really fun. I really enjoyed it. I just can't read. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, I am Shark Bug. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment down anything that you would like to see. If you've made it this far, leave down a shark emoji or tell me your favorite shark fact. Either one. Tell me your favorite shark fact or leave a shark emoji to let me know that you finished the end of this video. Have a good rest of your day or night, and